How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more Brawl here on MTG. Not Brawl, drafting here on MTG Arena. Today we are, oh boy, we're playing Elf Tribal, and normally that would be Brawl, but today we're drafting Elf Tribal. Yeah, I actually don't need a Bushwhack for a Black Source if I'm just going to draw the Black Source. If they play something crazy, they didn't. I would have considered it, but yeah, no, we're fine. Um, Burnished Heart, okay. Yeah, I actually do think I kill a Burnished Heart because old Burnished Heart is kind of crazy. I could Elvish Archdruid into Bushwhack, depending on what they play. Now we're just gonna Solemn. We're just gonna Solemn. The Solemn gets removed. I'm fine with that. And I need to thin my deck a little bit, and Solemn is actually really good at that. Hmm. No attack. This guy. So we can technically survive a race at this point. If they only attack with the 2/3. They probably won't. They could. Sure. Sure. You want not removal. Oh, meteor bolt. Attack in with Golem again. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Come on, Arena. I wanted to fight down the bird. Burnished Heart and the Vanguard are back. Our opponent is Mana Screwed. We should have an easy game of this, but we're just drawing ungodly amounts of lands. We've drawn over half the lands in our deck at this point, and we are only marginally halfway through our deck. Problem is they won't block Solemn, and I'm just gaining 2 life per return. Indians elite. In the tournament, sure. All right, the Angels are back. We're in a very grindy matchup, and I'm wondering if this is going to be the entire uh, game, because if it is, oh boy, are we in for a long one. Last week's draft games were an hour long, and that was no damage. We're going to sacrifice Elf, because now we can just make an Elf every turn. It doesn't matter if an Elf dies. Raid will trigger. I will get food. And that food will translate into more. Hey, a Solemn. I seen that guy before. I mean, at this point, we have more lands out of our deck, so we're probably going to draw more gas than our opponent. Probably their life totals are not great. I mean, I have 3 Elf Giants, so I wouldn't mind sacking one off eventually, but not until I have a second one, I don't think. Wow. Um, Trigger Raid. Is it removal time? It's gotta be removal time. If Lapis goes unchecked, sure. Surveil on an Angel. Now that's a weird choice, Foundations. That's a weird choice. Sure, I'll gain some life. No block. 3 mana, so they could have something. Line number 12. Line number 12. So they're gonna have to trade something. Am I getting 2 trades? Very good. Alright, golf. So now they attack with their 3 flyers. I die. Almost. I almost die. Because I take 12, but I'll be down to 2. Am I getting exsanguinated? Is that where we're at? Oh my god, another land? What is it flooding? Cinderolin. We flooded so badly. We have 13 lands on the field. There are 4 lands left among the last 18 cards in our deck. That is utter trash. In the turn. If they attack with everything here, we can't survive. But if they decide to be cheeky and only attack with what they need to, we still die. If we had saved one of our treasures, if we could have saved one of our treasures or one of our food, we would have got up to 9, and that still wouldn't have been enough. We're back for game 2, and I pray that we do not get screwed over again. Looks like we might, but at least we can cast things. At least our hand does things. Some Katakana up there in the corner. That's kind of scary. Another elf. Waiting for one. Are we getting bear witnessed again? Is this bear witness tribal? Am I paranoid? These are the questions. Oh my god, really? Again? Winning and delete. I gotta get rid of the removal spell before my Archdruid comes down, because when my Archdruid comes down, that's that. Uh, Archdruid? A removal spell? Oh, okay. Well, not as bad as I thought it would be. This Archdruid needs to survive. He needs to survive. Okay, well, that's fine. Big old guy? Yeah. I didn't think big old guy would work, but at least my damage plan isn't set back irreparably. God, this is annoying. We have to do it in the order that makes the most creatures, because our opponent is just removal heavy. And we can't deal with that. We probably should have taken out the 1,000-Year Storm. I just want as much damage as I can get. Because the 1,000-Year Storm is going to copy up the removal, and then they're going to get so much more. GG. That was not a fun experience. Rough. All right, we are back for game 3. We are 1-1. We've massacred 2 games in a row. We won one because we had 2 Elvish Archdruids, which kind of unscrew your mana. But the end result is kind of the same, really. The first game, we got all but 4 of our lands out of the deck, and we still had 18 cards in our deck. Very bad proportions. Last game, we only drew 4 lands, but Elvish Archdruids made up for the lack. Maybe we got to 5 toward the end. I think we did. It's going to be hard casting any of this in a timely manner. There's a pick. Yeah. We need another green, or we just won't cast this next turn either. We need another green, or our Hellspawn Giant isn't going to happen. We are actually over. We have 10 mountains and 7 swamps in the deck. So in theory, this little configuration shouldn't happen. If we cast this, it's just going to die. But I don't have any other options. I have to play Magic the Gathering, and if I don't, yeah. Well, trigger raid. Play Edwinian's Elite. Sure. How much is your award? Award 2. Just enough that I can't pay for it. Jack, what is going on? This is triggering because it feels like we were responsible and built an archetype and a functional deck, and then Shuffler said no. And it's like, what? What do you mean, Shuffler? Ugh. Sure. Land? No, a Dracuthess. Yay. Well, now I can't even use my removal spell this turn on the 6/6 that's been battering me down every turn. Because if I do, they just play Dracuset, and I get my team wiped every turn. Resolve. Killed. Up to 14. Second green source, finally. I feel like I just get life instead of worrying about the 6/6 that's smashing me every turn. No block. Yikes. Uh, I mean, this very well could be lethal on me. But we'll see. You want to trade it, opponent? No? Okay. Well, I gave it a go. That's bad. Eight damage divided among any number of creatures you choose. I lose the game. Well, I guess I don't lose the game, but no block. How am I still alive? Okay. Yikes. Yikes. I guess we set up for next turn. That's all we can do. And we lose. All right, we are back. We are on game 4. We are 1-2. Elves have been getting the proverbial shaft. And it hurts my soul, man. It does. It really hurts my soul. Because I really like elves. Elves is an archetype that I personally find enjoyable. And I've played in Historic a long time. And to see them just get utterly smashed by removal tribal, by getting mana screwed, and all of that, it's just insanely disheartening. Yikes. Playing for 3. Yeah, we do it that way because the ouch. Well, we're just gonna pay the solemn tax right away. So that we can get damage through. We've lost the card advantage war. That happens a lot with this deck, I've noticed. Maybe our problem is that our deck is Like, the underlying archetype is fine. We just didn't draft enough sources of card advantage to make it work. We were too focused on elf that it just didn't quite go to plan. Use this. We have 3 elves we can play. Yeah, we do this. We have 3 elves. We can tap this for 3. We can play this. We can go ahead and make another elf. And then pass the turn. Like, that is the strength of our deck. We are an army in a can, right? And if we can get that going, we should win most matchups. In the scenarios where we've lost, it's because the early disruption shut down the can, right? Like, then the army doesn't come and we are sad. Cool. Rude. Swing it with the team. Hit down the spider. I'm convinced they have something more in hand. Rude. Why would you do this to me? Swing with the team. Yeah. One of these. Draw a card, lose a life. Oh, beginning of your instep. Fair enough. We'll hold it up until my opponent's turn, in case removal happens. Predict the future, prevent the bad thing. Food? Annoying. Again. What opponent? We're just gonna do trades from now on. No more chump blocking. The wall is gone. If you block something of mine, something of yours has to die. Those are the rules. It was probably too aggressive. They just had to pull a big thing off the top, and then they just win the game. Sure. Ouch. Land number a billion. I love losing my stuff. Oh my god. This is just the worst. I think we're gonna lose because I'm so tilted. We've missed better lines because it's gotten to us. And we're gonna need like a miracle top deck to actually get out of this. And I don't think our deck has it. Like, God, that is utter hogwash. Well, I lose next turn anyways, so really, okay. I was gonna lose next turn anyways, but I apparently could still have this one. Draw and discard. Our opponent's flooding out as much as we are. Every time they play a threat, yeah, that's not gonna help. 5 turn clock. Could be long, shorter if our opponent draws something actually. And number 12. Feels like it. It's only number 9 yet. Yeah, I mean that's game, right? They cast one other thing and then we just lose. There's no guarantee they had it, but our opponent was basically toying with it at that point. Not really. That's just me being salty. Either way, if you enjoyed, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. I will see you next time. Hopefully less salty. Bye for now.